In the next 30 minutes, I'm headed to have a training for some senior executives in a government institution. And as I was preparing this particular morning, I asked myself, is self-confidence overrated? Is self-confidence overrated? And I remembered many times that I either have gone to meet people and what you call first impression and how you come through. So I want us to discuss in a few minutes. Do you think self-confidence is overrated? Somebody said that self-confidence mostly helps you to overcome your fears. It helps you to be able to feel in control. It helps you to be able not to feel overwhelmed. It is a coping mechanism when you feel fear. So how can you go about building self-confidence? Because science has shown, or social scientists have shown, that sometimes the people who are self-confident, they will have the first leg into the room. They'll have the first jolt at a position. So how do you build self-confidence? First important thing, we normally say, birds of a feather fly together. Birds of a feather fly together. The birds of a feather fly together. So surround yourself with people who are positive and self-confident. If you identify somebody who you admire, let them be your mentor. Let them be your coach. Because something will rub off. Something will rub off. There's an African proverb that says that when two axes are in the same sack or in the same box, they are likely to scratch each other. So when you hang around positive, self-confident people, you also build self-confidence. The second way you can build and exhibit self-confidence is practice positive mindset. See what we normally call, one of my mentors calls the abundance mentality, Eric Kimani. He has written a book, something to do about abundance, and he says you need to look at the cup every day as half full, not half empty. Or a glass of milk or a glass of water, when it is half midway with content, some people may say, oh, that is half empty. That is a scarcity mentality. The abundance mentality says it is half full. So have that positive mindset every day as you move out to do what you do. Another way you can create and develop self-confidence, create a confidence file where you put in, comments and situations and where you were confident and what was the outcome. Experience that through writing. When you go out and you do a powerful presentation, when you go out and you clinch an account or you get a new business, when you go out and maybe, for example, you are a pastor and you do a powerful sermon, come back and write down and, try to relive that particular moment. How did you feel? What went into it? Fourth way to be able to develop and build self-confidence, accept compliments. Sometimes in the African community where I come from, people are very, apart from Nigerians, people are very courteous. People are very, they don't want to be complimented. Say, oh, in fact, they normally say, nikujaribu tu, I'm just trying. Accept compliments. When people give you compliments, pick them up, accept them. Another way to develop and build self-confidence, be authentic, be yourself. Where you have weaknesses, I've already shared in another clip. Community where we come from, we have issues of pronunciation, especially if you learned from grade 1 to grade 4, and that is what happened majority of us who are in my age gap, we learned using our mother tongue. So there is an interference with our mother tongue in our speaking, especially for the English language, and even Swahili language. So we have issues of L and R, S, sh, and chi. We will have issues around there. So accept where you have defaults. Be the authentic self who you are. Another tip I would wish to give you of how to build self-confidence is project self-confidence with your body, the way you sit. And whenever I speak to my students, I tell them, you can't go to somebody's reception and you are looking for business and you are seated like this. Honestly enough, this doesn't look seriousness. You need to be business-like, Start back, sit back into the seat with your back straight and, with present, not on your phone bedding and you are waiting for maybe to see a client. You look like you are in your own world, you are not present. So, sit back confidently, project an image of confidence with your body language, and when you get into the room, be conscious, be present. Even if it's for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours, be conscious, be present. Self-confidence can also be built by the way you treat others. And also how you treat yourself. Show people how to treat you. This is what you call self-care. You. So if you don't treat yourself, first of all, you must treat yourself. And how do you do self-care? Eat some good food when you can afford it. Yeah, and sometimes it's not very expensive, but eat a healthy, balanced diet. Improve your body image by exercising regularly. I was speaking to a group of executives, and I was encouraging them to get into exercise and some morning exercises. And it's not very expensive nowadays. You can even download some clips from YouTube and you keep them in or even use your TV in the morning, and you just clicking on YouTube. Check for aerobics for 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes if you can afford the time but it is very, very important when you want to build self-confidence to take care of your body. I was listening to one of the CEOs of the leading telecom company. There was something on YouTube, it's not a secret. Leading telecom company, go and check. And I think his name is also Peter Dengwa, because it's not secret, it's there. And he was being interviewed, I think, on KTN, one of the local TV stations in Kenya. I can't remember which, but it's on YouTube. And he was saying there are things he holds sacred. His jog in the morning in Karura Forest, his personal assistant has tried to remove that from his program, and he has fought for it seriously because he requires that particular 31-hour jog in Karura Forest 3 days in a week. And he also said he is practicing, and I think he's already now a taekwondo graduate. This is taking care of you, the body, because when you take care of your body, it improves your self-confidence. Last tip for self-care is practice positive self-talk. What are you telling yourself every morning? You could be out of job, but tell yourself this is just a season. I remember listening to one of our local charismatic preacher. I don't know, I think it was on TikTok. And she was saying she went to Nigeria to visit. And she was putting up in a hotel. So she wanted to get into a lift so that she can go to the conference. And when the lift stopped the floor she was in, she asked the person who was inside, "Are you going down?" And the Nigerian man said, "I can never go down. I always go up, but the lift is going down. So don't let people let you go down. You can never go down. Your life should be going up. Those who wants to hit you and show you are going down, please, positive self-talk. The world may tell you you are failing, you have been a failure, you are in your 60s, you have not built your home, You are in your 40s, you haven't gotten married, but wait the right time. Speak to yourself, because the way you speak to yourself is the way we are going to treat you out here. The world is rough. So remember, go out and be self-confident.